This is an old one. This was when Brian Cowen was just made Taoiseach, and they were making fun of his looks. I can't figure that one out, but anyway. I created this person called Grainne McGrew, who apparently had a soft spot for him, and Brian likes this one, so. Or Brian. They were singing the Rover, they were singing it loud, the people of Offaly so faithful and proud. On the steps of the Orus, the large crowd did wait. 'Twas the 7th of May in 2008. For the buckle from Clara had just come of age to be the leader of Éireann on the highest of stage. Some said he was good for only singing Camalias, but what an honour to bestow on the people of Ufalia. Now amongst the vast crowds that followed him round was one special lady from a place called Gortagown. She had a soft spot for his gruig so curly, his eyes of Doc Gurram, and his arms larger and burly. You see, Grainne McGrew was a Cowen fan for years. When they'd call him a biffo, they'd have her in tears. For her, forget Enda, sure Brian was the best. She even had Lisbon tattooed on her chest. Now way back in November he was on a night out, he was in Tullamore, egg all, few pints of stout. We got dinner at Connew inside Brewery Tap, when along came our Grainne and she sat on Brian's lap. Oh Brian, my God, how I missed you. Come with me to Gortagown or my heart will be brishta. I've landed you difer in a fine turf-filled shed, and it's been quite a while since I've had a fire in me bed. She saw him again on Skye and longed for him again. He was meeting Gordon Brown beyond at number 10. So she washed her face and hair, put on her goona fine, and she took a flight to London after booking it online. "Ta fault you wrote to Colleen," says Brian to Grainne McGrew. "This here is the Prime Minister, whose face I'm sure you knew." "I know he's ugly mug," she says, and she began a gyra. "But it's you a gra, I'd love to paw and drag you up me styra." She appeared again at Stormont as she met with President Bush. Past all the high security, our Grainne she did rush. "Gumaleshgale, Mr. President, can you forget about Iraq? I dearly want our Taoiseach in Gortagown on the flat of his back." Now, if you were Mrs. Cowen, you'd be going off your head, worrying about our Grainne trying to take poor Brian to bed. But rest easy there, Mary. I've news to tell you now. For all is not quite what it seems with this floozy Miss McGrew. No more she'll bother Brian. No more she's free to roam. She's at the 5 Roads in Banagher in Lyons' nursing home. At 99 she's looking fine, though her hair, through her head there rings a bell, and her eyes light up when she hears the tune of the town I love so well. I'll just give you this one as well. I forgot I wrote this, I found it tonight. It was back at the time when Nellans had closed and Super Value was opening. So it's called Gerry's Jumbo Store. The year was 06, the month was October, the pub was shut down, Biddy's alehouse 'twas no more. The priest said the blessing, the speeches were made, the ribbons were cut and all was unveiled. Just inside the door it was all handshakes and smiles as customers with wonder gazed down through the aisles. Oh, the smell of baked bread, our nostrils it filled, and the place was immaculate. Sure, Gerry was thrilled. Now to any other punter it seems a mighty store, but at Gerry's supermarket the customers they get more. For it's becoming a place for meeting, a social gathering place with nods and winks, romantic hijinks, no regular customer base. Ger Woods is in buying cornflakes, his basket by his side, as he smiles at Margaret Barton. She was only in to get the RTE guide. Tom Lynch is all excited as he hovered round the beans, cause Sheila Flynn is lighter in her extremely tight-fit jeans. John O'Boyle is beside the tuna, so many different tins. When he spots Maggie Daly in her, and he admires her lovely pins. Now Pascal is filling the freezer, his hands are turning blue, but his mind's on Alec O'Martin, beyond there in Switswoo, that was there at the time. Mohammed, you remember Mohammed who had the restaurant beside Simon's? Mohammed's buying vegetables for his cottage full of spices. Niall Ryan's enticing Teresa to share a bed of rice. Tony Durley and Trinette are smooching over steak. Kieran Flannery and Patty Ivory are drooling over cake. There's a shelf I can't decipher, the spelling is out of control, but seemingly it's simple for your average Banagher Pole. Employees too are varied. They're not all Irish by birth. Sure, they come from parts of Latvia, Poland and Clonfert. What time do you close, Veronica? I heard a lady say, if I stay till 8, she'll still be late. It's the same thing every day. There's Kimberly and Mikado, some things for every taste, as Kieran Pat tries to slip his hand round Mary Hines' waist. Now at the wines there's loads of room. It's there that romance it often blooms. Carmel Rourke popped in for a drop of booze and catches a wink from David Hughes. Mary Moore and Tommy Lucas are waltzing past the fish. Paddy Scales spots Barbara Coakley and thinks she's quite a dish. Celine Flannery's over by the fridge trying to buy some cheese when up pops Scobie Morn and dying for a squeeze. George Smith unloads the groceries. He's looking for a box. He's at the till trying to pay his bill as he pouts at Mary Cox. Della Horne and Nicky McNally are frolicking in the fruit as Catherine Grainne eyes a Polish man in a sexy orange suit. Chinny Reagan's doing the shopping. Nancy must be out. He's stuck doing the groceries and Dickie's drinking stout. So, forget your personal adverts and your columns for lonely hearts. For serious fun and frolics, sure it's there to make your start. And if by chance you need a loaf, or maybe something more, get off your arse and make your way to Gerry's Jumbo Store.